Hello there, dear viewers. Well, I know I don't look like a proper mage anymore, but it is the north of Skyrim and I've been close to death a few too many times, and now I wear a full fur armor that I made myself through Campfire crafting menu. So I did a few things off screen, and I initially just wanted to, gather some ingredients and maybe some ore and hit record. But then one thing led to another, and I cleared out the Frostfall cave nearby. I destroyed all the necromancers there. It was a little bit challenging, but I've got a few nice things from that. I got a staff, for instance. I also returned to the Frostfall, that place we cleared out the last time. Frostfall, not Abyss, no, Frostfall, Frost thingy, the lighthouse. Anyway, I returned to the lighthouse and looted it properly, and I found a bug in the jar there, which gives me some experience to my spell research, actually, so that's a good thing to have, quite frankly. And I've leveled up, and I must say I have to rethink restoration again and maybe perk quite a few things here and get to the blessed, and therefore increase hopefully also the winter sun blessings. I would expect it to work not just on the vanilla blessings, because I also understood how OP the Forgotten Magic Redone mod is. Because I have already 2 Paladin spells from that and 1 Electromancer spell, and they advance, they perk. You see, I already added a few things to the Divine Light, which I've been using a little scarcely so far, because I didn't exactly understand how much cool things I can do with that. Divine Light and Divine Armor. Divine Armor I cast automatically when I pray through Winter Sun, so that's a little bit of an intermod kind of synergy, which is a thing that always makes me a little bit excited. And Divine Light is a healing spell to which I can also add additional effects. It is kind of in the absence of the proper, really good and balanced spellcrafting mod. It's actually even in some ways better. It feels more arcane than the original Oblivion and Morrowind spellcrafting. I only wish there was a more immersive way of doing this than through the MCM, but that's not a problem. For example, I can increase my magic resistance just for 10 seconds, but that's good. Oh, and I can also heal my nearby allies with that healing spell. Sunshine? To decrease the spell mana cost. Yeah, that's good. Oh yes, and you see, this spell now has the ability to restore my mana if I am at full health. That means that I can slightly cheat my Lord Magnus. And he thinks I should not regenerate magicka, but I can regenerate my own magicka with my own means. So that's actually quite interesting, and I will therefore... Divine Light has a chance to restore twice as much health. I think that's a good... Oh no, I don't have the points. I have 0 for 1. I need to do some progress on these spells. Yes. These are very good, and I also have 1 Electromancer spell. I don't know what Magic Affinity does, to be honest. I have 1 spell Lightning Strike. Still did not unlock any additional talent points for that. So I will have to use it more frequently. So yes, that actually opens a lot of possibilities, and I am kind of tempted now to make Dumarin, since he is already a devotee of a god, and he is rather a religious fellow, I would assume, in his own ways. I am kind of tempted to make him like kind of Gandalf Dwight, like the Restoration, Destruction Mage, kind of holy mage of sorts. But now it is time for me to stop talking about these technicalities and go back to Winterhold, which is so nicely exposed over there on that ledge in the horizon. I had a few adventures off screen.
How much gold did we have when we left that last city? I'm trying to figure out where all of it went.
I did not spend anything. It's all on you if it happened, dude. Anyway, anywho, you see, I will pack my tent up and I will go there. And we will see each other there, unless something extremely interesting happens on my way there. Right. Well, I think there might be goblins on our way. I don't know if that's extremely interesting, but that is something. And of course the weather is already crappy again. It was just a very short, very brief grace period, saving me from horrible weather, and now it's gone. Now I need my Sandra. And I already, yes, I also advanced and I finally have Okato's preparation, so I don't have to worry about casting my flesh spells too much. So what is going on in here? Really, am I already in need of healing? That is not good at all. Could you please be blown away like that? Thank you, that's... don't stand in my way, maybe, Hjoromir? Like this. Should have cast a Soul Trap, but that's okay. That's a-okay. That's all fine. Give me your things, and I guess let me pray. I just need to equip the spells I always want to be auto-casted during prayer. Thank you, Lord Magnus, for letting me survive yet another horrible adventure. Right. So, of course, there is still a reason, somewhat, to cast my Oak Flesh through prayer, even though I have Okato's preparation, because when it is cast through prayer, it lasts for longer. So that is a thing. That is a thing. There are evil creatures over there. There is a horrible troll, I think. I can't do it in combat. Right, a horrible troll probably needs... Oh, that's an Elder Ice Troll. Right, let's try and grab the soul of that thing. Did I even cast it on the troll? Maybe. Now... Oh, bugger, that is a hard little troll. That can destroy Hjoromir in one hit. That is not great. That is not wonderful. I am not a fan. Not at all. And yeah, and it regenerates way too fast. Is there anything we can do? I can try to go for flames. I change it for gust in the meantime. I will try to do this. I will try to use Pale Shadow on this little fellow first. Maybe it will do some things. Ah, that's just a wolf. I would expect something better. Okay, all right. And then what can we do? What can we do? We can try to fortify our destruction. I do have one at least fortified destruction potion, don't I? I made some in that cave. So we can try and do that, and we can try and equip the flames. We can always try to scare the troll away. Well, that is possibly doable. Or not. I'm not quite sure yet. Give me some magicka back. My powerful spell. Thank you. No, my fortified destruction does not help here, to be frank. Ha! Ha! I probably am trying to bite a little bit more than I can chew here with this one. At least I can run fast. That's one of the benefits of having no armor whatsoever. One of the few. I probably have to recast my armor spells, by the way. Like that. Huh, what could I do to you? Will fear work on you? So we can be done with this? No, not really. Maybe Sandra will be slightly stronger now, as she was slain by him. But she just decided to... Okay, focus. Focus. Maybe we will be able to blow this dude away. No. Alright. You are horrible. You are absolutely horrible. I had to resort to dragon shouts. Yeah, that did not help at all. Nothing really helps here. We would need an army to destroy this troll. It regenerates way too fast. Hyoromir will be fine. I'm quite sure. But I may not be. Why am I... Alright. Alright. So... Highborn does not work really with Magnus. I could try run with Longstride. That's always a possibility. I may not have anything to do here. Spectral missiles? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. I'm afraid we have to bail and run. That is horrible. I do not like it. But what can you do? These immersive creatures are sometimes very unforgiving. I don't feel good about that. I do not feel good about that. I also wasted my fortified destruction potion. Stuff of fractures. Frost won't really do much against that creature. Right, I can try and not die, maybe. Maybe I can find some help. I am very close to Winterhold, actually. Although I am afraid that that troll will actually destroy... Oh god, how many red dots! Yeah, that is not great. There is a Reekling there? And the troll is still chasing after me. Okay then, that's all very fine and well. I'm not terrified at all. No, I'm not. Right. Perhaps I can do something... What can I do? What can I do? I can try and go Fury. Over there. Let these fellows fight each other more. Whoa. Whoa. No! Well, something horribly interesting did happen, didn't it? It wasn't interesting in the way I hoped it to be. Let's do it again then. Sure, sure. Huh. I did not see this the first time around. Did I say that I need my detection spells badly? I hope I will be able to make some money this time around while returning to Winterhold. I've gathered quite a few things that I can sell. No, don't sleep in this bedroll. I'm also pondering turning on I need again. I disabled it because it is kind of difficult to handle with the spell research, which also increases your need to sleep, and sleep a lot, quite a lot, and therefore you get very hungry and you sleep a lot, and you basically have to, as the time passes on your research, you basically have to have like a whole full stock of food hidden somewhere, but it can spoil and it gets really annoying. But there is a sub-mod to spell research which makes the sleep requirement a little bit more forgiving, and therefore, that's done specifically with the intention to make it more compatible and friendly with the I needs and such mods. Right, this time we don't have the troll. I find it hilarious, like Pope hilarious. Run away, you bugger. Oh yeah, that's the troll. That's at least it's a young troll. Yeah, much better with a young one. Yeah. I think you can die. You can safely die. I'm sorry, Hiromir. I am a little bit busy recovering my magicka here. I am about to help you in a split second. Don't you worry. I am about to help you by exploding you slightly. I need to give him some fire resistance. Yeah, I am magical-less. Hiromir, could you deal with this? Not really, eh? Alright. Let's do plentiful magicka, yeah. Let's harvest all the pelts and such stuff. We've been lucky this time, actually. Alright, that's the Reekling. I do not want it. I do not want to get completely wrecked by that Reekling. It looks like Will, though. And I don't know where Hjormir went. It just doesn't think it's a good idea to help me, I guess. Yeah, Reeklings, no. These charging ones, no. Oh, great, great. Hjormir is busy. Nice. Is absolutely everything and anything in this land trying to kill me at this point? Because it would certainly seem so. Yes. Let's get that divine armor going. Come on, guys. Like this. That is better. Come on, Sandra. You can do it. Oh, yeah, that rune range is kind of satisfying at this point. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, these fellows. Yes, like this. Like this. I think you have a lot of reclings on your back. I mean, hawkers on your back, my friend. Right. I would not worry too much about the hawkers, but I would also like to loot everything here. Hum. Hum, hum, hum. I'll have to pray for a second, if possible. Well, actually, hawkers can give me hawker meat, right? I also made myself in that lighthouse, I made myself a few stews because I remembered it's actually helpful to keep yourself warm in Frostfall to have them. Well, and that is already spent. Great. And this is spent as well? Well, that's awful. Right. At this moment in time I need magicka. Very badly. Oh yes, storm! Dumarin the Stormlord, wind and lightning. You killed a little doggo! You heartless bastard! Okay, so bleeding crowns for that I'm taking everything from here. This recling is pointless. This recling is kind of pointless. They all are in a way, but we survived. Better than the last time, I say. And we've got some iron ore on the way. It's rather, and all of it will be rather useful at some point. I'm taking the bowl even. I can make kindling out of that. Actually, I can make everything out of everything else. Well, I can make a lot of things out of great many things. That's the kind of the point of the woodcutter mod. It's almost like playing Fallout in Skyrim. Right, we are almost there. We just need to figure out the way up and we are home. It would be very annoying to be destroyed or freeze to death in this situation. I would certainly hope that will not happen. Oh, and a furious snowstorm draws near. That is always great to know. That is always wonderful. And I am tempted to use fast travel to get up there because I don't like it. I don't like being down here in this furious snowstorm. Especially that my spider senses, aka my compass, does not show any nearby location in which I could hide myself from the frost. I mean, come on, there has to be a way up, right? Am I missing something? Okay, I also have to take this. Never mind death of Frostfall. Let's prepare some spells. Oh yeah, I am in a horrible shape. Warmth-wise, and there's something here. Doggies. Wild doggies. Why? Why do this, doggies? There's no point in that. Yeah, it would seem so. Are you using Greekling spears as arrows? Do you really don't have any better ones? I thought I gave you some better ones. You know, we don't have to kill these puppies. Let them be. Let them be. Come on, Yoromir. We are almost there. What exactly happened here? King of Worms. Well, somebody was doing some interesting research down here. I bet it's one of our students. Yeah, I'm running away from here. Are you a hostile doggy too? I do not approve of you. Yeah, go away. Just please go away. It was a really hard, rough day. I don't know why I would take dog meat. Another... No! 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 I said no. Give me your skins, annoying creatures. Yeah, I need shelter, and now, and bed. Later. Yeah, I know, game. We are freezing to death, but we are so close. We will be able to hide in the inn, right? What? A dragon? Are you kidding me? No, no! I'm hiding first. I don't care. That's very nice that you are prepared for guests, but there is a problem outside. Did you hear? Wasn't there a little bit of a quake? Nothing stood on the roof of your inn, perhaps? Right, what kind of a dragon that was? Did you see? Huramir? Like, we will do this. No. This.
What of it? It's our inn.
Right, come on.
I believe he was suggesting their presence causes the hint.
Well, warming up takes time. I'm afraid all of Winterhold is now dead. Because I could not face the dragon while being slightly cold. Right. Where the hell are you, beast? Yeah, I'm trying. Not now, dude. Not now. No. That's great. I will read about it later. Thank you. I will read all about it. All right. That's it. That's a fire dragon. That's a fire dragon. It's a fire-blooded dragon. The good that we have this one fortified destruction potion this time around. Do we? Yes, we do. So let's also take this, because we definitely want our Sandra, don't we? She has a ranged attack. Well, okay, it's attacking something else. That is good for Winterhold. I don't know if that even catched the dragon. Where are you, creature? Alright, that's... my ward was kind of useless here. I hear it landing. Don't kill the civilians, don't leave the civilians alone. Right, these were not civilians, they are guards, at least they are doing their job. Not that they just are dispensable or deplorable, but still. Yeah. I'd prefer not to hurt the guards if at all possible. Right, that was a level up. I think the guards have it. Because I can't, because I don't have the bloody magicka. Right. Right, thank you guys, thank you. Are you fine? Are you all okay?
I never would have believed if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, well, you see, that's what happens now in Skyrim. That's what we have here. I'm sorry, did you say we stopped? What is it? Didn't you notice?
We heading out? I've got all your equipment cleaned and ready.
Okay, you seem to be thinking that it's all kind of very normal, a standard situation. And you, sir? Vigram, oh yeah, I did not like that fellow. Very well, that's another dragon and another soul. Maybe I can unlock something. Maybe I can sell some of these bones. Yeah, I will just go to Birnas very slowly, there's no rush.
The secret is
No.
to stay in one of their blind spots, right around the neck.
You did not kill a lot of dragons in your day. There was no such day. You are full of it. Stop it. We are going shopping. We will sell some things. Na na na. 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 Na 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 na. Na na na. Na na na. Great. Hello. I am rather encumbered here. Would you like to take care of some of my things?
Worth my time.
Yes,
Keep that in
or
mind, will
or
you?
would you buy things? Would you buy, please? First of all, I would love you to buy some things off of me. Some very heavy things. So there's that. And I would need to stand by your fire for a minute, if you don't mind.
Yes.
No, I wanted to use this. I'm using this, Hjoromir. No hawker stew? If I am about to cook, because Frostfall, I may as well cook the best. What was the hawker stew ingredients? Tomato and garlic, which I do not have for now. Well, I will take care of that.
Get the cold out.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
Oh, it's so nice to
Just say the
hear.
word if you need a drink or something to eat.
Nice. You're glad to see me. I'm also quite glad to be back in Winterhold. Hello, Sir Nelkar?
Along
Nelakar?
behind me.
Yes, I've
Dragonborn
heard
and I have
that.
an understanding. He gives me.
What do
So
you have
you
for
wish to
sale?
master the arcane arts.
I primarily wish to you have a Grand Soldier? And just 2 borderline useless spell tomes? That's unlucky, but you have a Grand Soldier. I mean 1 Grand Soldier, which I will probably promptly buy first. Actually, I always universally forget that there is such a thing as fortified barter in this game. 5% is not that
Yes. So you wish to master the
small
arcane
difference
arts.
if you are operating in the numbers of thousands. So, first of all, I am not going to be in need of this, that's for sure. I'm not going to catch any humanoid, thinking, living, breathing, talking, feeling humanoid souls. I'll probably sell this, although it's almost worthless. This is also kind of worthless. I'll sell this. I may keep this. It may be a good idea to have some spurs. Now, I don't really have that many useful things to sell, but Nelkar already is almost out of gold. So, oh yeah, I found this. I'll probably sell this because I
If
already
there's
have
anything
this
you need,
enchantment.
just let me know.
Right, so no new rumors? Anything else? Anything around your business maybe that you can help with? I am very eager to help people of Winterhold, as you might have noticed.
Well, not exactly.
Not exactly.
Listen, we're friends, right?
I
I
would
wonder
say
if I could
so.
ask a favor of you.
Well, tell me.
It's about Ranmir.
Yeah, again.
Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with him being here all the time.
Sure,
He mostly
sure you
keeps to
don't.
himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean.
I can imagine. And okay, what was he before that? What happened?
Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love.
So being in love was his primary characteristic before he became a drunk? How did that work? I mean, was he in love with a single person for his entire life before becoming a drunk, or was he just constantly in love while rotating the position of object of his in-loveness? What happened to him? I meant to
Ranmir
ask.
was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolaine.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day.
I see. Is there anything that can be done, do you think?
I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could.
Maybe. They don't exactly
Until next time.
know who she was. I have some friends in this town. I may be asking around. Ranmir?
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
I knew there was something to you, you know, man, and I don't know how to ask him about that. Maybe it would be a little bit indecent, insensitive. Maybe I will start by
Just say
asking
the word if
others.
you need a drink or something to eat.
Do you know where I could find Isabel Rolaine?
Oh no. Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten
Y-
you roped
yeah.
into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with.
What do you know about it? Tell me, what folks? What folks? I can deal with folks. Certainly with some help of my friend over there.
Enough to know that it's not worth it. Ranmir's a good boy, and he doesn't deserve what fate pushed his way. But there's only so far I'll go to risk my neck. One
course.
night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry. He ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him.
Hyoramir, you always do that.
Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone.
Riften and thieves. Right, is there anything else I can... any other useful information before I obviously go to Riften and get myself in trouble, just to stay clear on that issue? Is there anything else you can tell me about Isabel Rollane?
No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this.
Your heart is in the right place, Haran, somewhat, but you probably also know me already, right? I am a little bit nosy and pokey. Oh, a mage, and the Jarl himself. Welcome, my lord. It's always funny to me that here in Winterhold, this town is so small that even the Jarl himself goes to the local inn because he doesn't have a cook. Hello.
How many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all.
Yeah, okay, right. I believe you, sir, my lord. I've disposed of a bandit leader at Snow Point Beacon, and he's dead, and I'm ready to get my reward. Sir?
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Mayar. We will talk later, I hope, at some point. But I have... well, actually...
He gives me privacy.
telling the Jarl, who probably distrusts the college, as most Nords, telling him, I have more important business in the college. Maybe it's not the best of ideas. May I join you, sir?
Now it's a shell.
Now, I would love to be more useful to your hold, if it is at all possible in your mind.
Those cursed mages.
Yes, I know, I understand. That's certainly a possibility. I don't know, but perhaps a mage could prove to you that he or she requires your trust and friendship, and would be very glad and eager to pay back for said friendship if you were in turn so nice and so polite and so open-minded as to tell that mage what he or she may or may not do to improve the standing of this wonderful, glorious hold among the holds of Skyrim. Am I making myself clear, sir?
Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power.
I'm not. I know.
To change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority.
I understand. I will recover the helm for you, sir. Absolutely. If that's in the Nordic ruin, then even better, sir. Yes. Why am I talking drunk? I have not drunk. Hey, I will recover the helm.
Have a sum of gold waiting for your return. Come back
That's great. I love the fact that I only just came back to Winterhold and I already have 2 lifed. Yes, of course. I already have 2 life-risking missions, new ones, in my journal. That is rather Skyrim. That's what Skyrim is for. That's why Skyrim is so wonderful. Yeah. You, where are you? Yeah, find the helm inside Forgotten Bastion. That's a modded dungeon. That one can be a little bit hard, if I remember. Oh yes, that. Yeah. Nevertheless, I have business to attend to in the college, where I can finally go back to. Right. So I have returned here to my room, and Someone left me some letters? Mage Blight? A new disease has been spreading throughout province at a dangerous rate, dubbed Mage Blight. The initial stages of the disease fog the mind to an extent, but the true danger is in the ability of the disease to progress in much the same manner as sanguinary vampiris or Sanius lupinus. It is unquestionably of dead Daedric origin. Once the disease has progressed, it becomes a curse that can no longer be treated conventionally. Current attempts to develop a counter spell have yet to show success. The effects of the progressed form are a severe restriction in regeneration of magicka, coupled with a heightened sensitivity to sources of magicka and desperate magicka craving. It sounds just like my personality disorders, to be honest. The disease is spread via close contact with infected individuals as they develop, it's very topical, isn't it, a form of magicka parasitism which drains and taints nearby mages. Additionally, reports have been coming in of tainted supplies of mana potions, ale and wine. Be careful drinking anything if you do not trust the source. If any questionable liquids are found on college grounds, report it to Mirabelle and do not interact with them. Now that is disconcerting. And I noticed new students. Well, Hjormir. Hjormir? Do you think I am still considered a new student? Well, I guess it's better to be asked to, for example, Onmund. Onmund, how are you, my pal?
Order in so many years. Hard to believe one would
Sajic, I think.
show up here.
Yeah, that's interesting to me as well. Have you heard anything about the Augur of Dunlane? Does it ring a bell to
Heard
you?
of anything like that? Did you ask Tolfdir? He's
Yeah,
been
I'm
around.
about.
He seems to know
All
almost
right.
everything.
Everybody's. Yeah, I know. Everybody thinks I
Until
should
next
ask
time.
Tolfdir, so I certainly will. I just wanted to drop in and. Hjormir, that is very, very creepy what you are doing. Let the girl sleep. Come on, Hjormir. Hello, Jizargo. That is also quite creepy what you are doing. How are you?
Chance to speak with the Sijic monk.
Yeah, there will be probably. And have you heard anything about the Augur of Dunlane?
No idea.
Ah, I see. Too busy with your spells.
Tolfdir knows. He seems to know a lot.
Yeah, okay. Onmund says that too. There's yet another note. Is it from Mirabelle? Did you get a note on your bed lately? The area beneath the college, often called the Midden, is off limits to new students. The area is extremely hazardous and filled with the remnants of dangerous experiment lacking proper approval or oversight. Do not be tempted by your upperclassmen's stories of power of glory. If these experiments were safe or healthy, they would not be down there. Anyone caught accessing or perpetuating these experiments will be severely reprimanded. That sounds like something Mirabelle would write. Right. Now that's a lot of news. I also need to check that message. It was. Oh yeah, I found this as well. Coral's journal. I found a shrine to Sirabane, and that tells a very sad story about a mage who was not approved because he was unable to cast a spell, a fire spell, when asked before accessing the college, and he went to the shrine of Sirabane and died of hunger. I think Skyrim is just so full of very sad stories. Right. Museum pamphlet. Silus Vesuvius presents the Museum of the Mythic Dawn. Oh my, I've heard of that. I know of them. I've read of them. That's really not the part of history I would be most interested in exploring. A history of the cult that toppled the Septim dynasty. You see, that's exactly why I'm not that interested Inside of his very own home is the great capital of the Pale Dawnstar, free and open to all citizens of Skyrim. That's just... I think the universe wants me to go to Dawnstar. I have a new friend who wanted to meet me over there as well. So I am going to unpack a few things here, sell a few things elsewhere, and then we will see what we can do about the Augur. We will see each other. Yes, in a cut. Well, I will have to spend most of my money now.
You wish to master the arcane arts?
I've bought... Finally, I have Courage and Calm spells in my repertoire because I bought it from the illusion teacher from here. And now I would also love to buy this one? No, this one. The one that makes destruction spells 15% stronger. And I will probably disenchant it because the regeneration is useless to me, magical regeneration. I only need destruction spells and effects are X% stronger. Now, nobody else but that one fellow in the inn has a filled Grand Soldium right now, but I have not spoken to Tolfdir yet, so maybe Tolfdir will have one. And I hope I will make myself a very good robe of destruction. That reminds me, oh my god, so much money lost. That's why I will probably also buy a reasonably expensive spell and try to copy it at a scriptorium in a few copies, and then that will give me some money. Now, I think the spell I am about to buy is a restoration spell, and it is getting late. I feel a bit guilty for not letting these teachers getting their dose of sleep. I have nothing to do with that, my lady. I just need... I'm sorry for interrupting you. Yes, but I just returned and I really need... I really could use Circle of Strength. I would prefer the other circle, of course, the one with Magicka absorption. But for now, Wall of Poison, that's an interesting spell. Steadfast Ward, I am going to spec in wards at some point, but I think Sealed Resolve. You can, yeah, I can probably print it by using prayer. I can imprint it in the prayer of Magnus, I mean. And that will give me a very good opening if combat gets wrong in the first few seconds. Then I will get the seal unlocked, and it will halve all incoming damage for the remainder of the duration of the spell. I think it's a pretty good protection in case, for example, I run into an Elder Ice Troll from Immersive Creatures. So I will spend some money on this, but I will not learn this spell yet because I will make multiple copies of this. It is sufficiently expensive. And then I will sell this spell tome to all my peers, and therefore achieving some proper money. This is what you have to do, I think, with scarcity. This is one of the reasons why I even use the mod, because it makes me think like I actually need to plan what I invest in, and what is my next main spending and the like. So yeah, and I also, of course, now would probably like to... Oh, I can sell my novice robes as well. Probably like to change. I left my boots and gloves downstairs, so I would probably like to change into my actual mage attire. Now with my new robe, that doesn't really look much different than the previous robe. Slightly. What is the actual difference? This one is slightly lighter. I need an apprentice hood now. Anyone? Does anyone have an apprentice hood here? Anyway,
We heading out?
Well, sir, Torf dear,
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people.
I have
You give an old man hope.
I have found an alembic that looks like some very uncareful, very absent-minded wizard left in the enchanting room. Do you know something about that?
Well, yes. This is, I can't find my
Yes.
If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me?
Yes, that's it, isn't it?
Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much.
Yes. 30 gold and a lesser soldier. Nice, nice. And what do you have for
Spells
sale?
and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
So you have apprentice robes of intuition. Oh, blimey. Ooh, Now that is something I can think to use. I could achieve the same results with perks and such, and the standing stones, so maybe not worth spending much money now. But if I decide to never switch my standing stone or never take that perk, that's a good alternative. Now, Mage Blight, I would love the one that hovers over me. Yes, this one, exactly this one. Momentum, you move and can walk on water. That's interesting. Telekinesis. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Death from above. That's from Advanced Alteration, I believe. It's not exactly suitable for this character, I don't think, although I am rather tempted. We will see. We will see what we will have after I come back from the Ogre of Dunlane mission. Now, as I crossed the level 20 threshold, there is quite a few new things, quite a few good things I would like to have. And I would like to buy. And I'm buying this. I don't care. This is 50 points of magicka. I'm buying this. Sorry, sir. Yes. Now we look more serious. Good. Sir, there is another matter.
The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
That's very nice to know. Have you heard about the Ogre of Dunlane? And please don't send me to someone else about that.
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello from me, won't you?
Where is the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
I will certainly. So you don't have much against that. I have been handed a note telling me I should not go there under any circumstances because something upper class thinking. And you don't seem to agree that this is a bad idea for me to find and go down the Midden, which I am a little bit excited about. I'm just not sure if I should take Hjormir. Hjormir, can you keep a secret if we find some embarrassing details? What I'm saying, of course he can't keep a secret. It's Hjormir. Alright, that's the entrance. It's Hjormir. No, you can't. Yeah, I need you, Hjormir, to watch over our belongings. Alright, this is a very, very responsible task.
The name's Hjormir, and I'm just the man for
So
the job.
you just watch over our belongings, right? Oh, yeah.
I won't move a muscle.
I may also have something to sell in his backpack, so we'll see how it goes later. Now, what time it is? It is midnight. I think I am going it right away anyway. I'm a little bit excited. Dumarin is a curious fellow, and so am I. Right. Now, did I say that I need detection spells? Yes, it would be very good to have them here. And the muffle, oh, what would I do to achieve muffle spells? Especially early in the game. Later on, I don't care, my sneak will be high. I will be able to strategically position myself while being undetected. Anyway, right, let me turn off the compass and just free roam in this place and see what failed experiments and horrible secrets of the college I can uncover. Of course, if I get lost, which is unlikely, it's not a huge location. Ah, yeah, I thought there might be a secret passageway to the Hall of Continents. Of course, with my skills and spatial orientation, I can probably get lost in a cup of coffee, so keep that in mind. Right. Right. Iron Dagger of Breezes? Of Breezes, eh? What do you do, my new friend? A wind spell. Now that is nice. I hear ice wraiths. I know already what these creatures are. They are ice wraiths. They are over here. I may forgotten to pray. So let's cast this in a classic fashion. Don't move for a second. Right. Just one? Just the one? Alright. Nice wraith teeth. Good to have some of that for potions. Let's pray, as per usual. Right. I am perhaps a little bit overly careful here. I will take the bucket. I will actually take everything. I can have use for everything in the game almost. Right. No. Nothing too terrifying for now. Nothing too scary. Just go down. Don't be afraid. Oh! What the heck is this? What in oblivion is this? Huh. Well, Nordic Dagger of Grounding. That's interesting. Atronach Forge research notes. Atronach Forge manual. Some fire salts and a ruby. And a recipe. Oh, this looks like a whole new field of research for me. Nice. Empty wardrobe. Not nice. Well, okay, let's start reading this. Nephew, I apologize that I cannot see you personally before you leave. The trip from Sardith Mora is treacherous this season, or I would have visited upon hearing the news. The Nords have a fine college at Winterhold, and I am sure you will excel. You may know that I, too, attended there. I was quite the conjuration adept in my own day. I am sending you my notes on something called the Atronach Forge, a bit of a project of mine while at Winterhold. Mention nothing to the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find the forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing, scattered, and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Perhaps you may stumble across those in your adventures. The Atronach Forge offers a few clues as to who built it, and even fewer as to how to unlock its full potential. Only through blind experimentation and a few signed eyebrows, have I been able to understand its function. The forge is mostly a large dais, almost crude of make, and emblazoned. Not know the word. I'm not familiar with the word emblazoned. Emblazoned. With the traditional Daedric Oblivion rune. An offering box is attached, as well as a prominent lever. The dice also features a large setting which okay. Experimenting wildly with the forge is dangerous. I have recorded such recipes I have discovered on the blah blah blah. Following pages. The simplest yet perhaps most hazardous stable recipe is that for a summoned Atronach, the conjured brutes will attack the first thing they see, however. Be ready to battle. Okay, so that is Flame Atronach, which I can already make. I don't remember if I can catch their souls, because if I can, that would be kind of funny. A good idea to try it out. And a recipe here. I have found a new recipe. Jasbay juice or jasbay wine and elemental salts. What is elemental salts? This infuses the juice, wine, with the elemental power. Drinking it can be used to enhance spellcasting and resistance for the relevant element at the cost of the others. I don't know how to make jasbay juice or elemental salts. Like any elemental salts? Jasbay wine? And Atronach Forge research notes by somebody else yet. This Atronach Forge is a curious contraption, and I'm not surprised it caught my uncle's attention. Okay, so that's the nephew of that fellow who wrote these things here. How long is it? I don't want the entire episode to be just me reading a book. This doesn't seem too long. The Atronach Forge is a curious contraption, and I am not surprised it caught my uncle's attention. The notes he sent provided me with a good starting point to study its workings, but sadly I have been unable to retrieve any of his missing papers. Nevertheless, I have carried out my own research and obtained some rather interesting results. Calling this device a forge only describes part of what it can do. With the right offerings, it seems to act as a gateway between planes of existence, stealing creatures away from realms outside Mundus and materializing them here. Initially, I was able to summon only elemental Atronachs and occasionally Dremora, and luckily no half-goats. Why not? That would be interesting. And one day the forge suddenly started conjuring creatures I'd never seen or heard of. Furthermore, it began to respond to items which had, in previous experiments, yielded no result. I have no clue as to what brought about this change in the Atronach Forge behavior, but I believe I must have accidentally unlocked some mechanism which had, until then, not been operational. Where do these creatures come from? Are they being summoned from planes of oblivion we do not know about yet? Or could it be that there are other worlds, other universes, and that these are their denizens? Maybe the power of the Atronach Forge is even greater than my uncle suspected. General observations. I have been successful in conjuring several new types of creatures. While they vary greatly in their appearance, abilities, and behavior, they all seem to follow a specific set of rules. With the right recipe, the Forge summons a creature and traps it into an item henceforth referred to as soul vessel. Soul vessels work in the same way as magic scrolls. Upon being used, they are consumed, and the creature contained within is released under the control of the caster. Slight modifications to a recipe may result in an actual creature being conjured, rather than a soul vessel. Creatures summoned this way are invariably hostile and will attack on sight. When killed, an inactive soul vessel may be retrieved from their corpse. Creatures under a person's control also drop a soul vessel upon death. Inactive soul vessels may be powered up to their active form, using the life force contained within soul gems. This must be done either at the Atronach Forge itself or at an altar of binding. I have encountered only a few of these altars in my travels. I recall finding altars of binding in Ansilvund, Geirmund's Hall, and Ustengrav, and have heard of others in Heimar's Shame and Morvund's Scar. All of these locations sound like interesting Nordic ruins that I, Marine, would like to explore and find anyway. Neither creating neither creating nor using a soul vessel seems to require any knowledge of magic. I confirmed this by having a number of volunteers from different walks of life operate the Atronach Forge. In all cases, the forge produced the same soul vessel as long as the correct recipe was followed. However, some persons consistently summoned stronger versions of particular creature, even when using soul vessels created by others. This leads me to think that each creature has an affinity towards particular skill, and is influenced by the caster's talents and abilities. The details of each type of creature I was able to summon are documented in the next pages. Alright, bronze golems, ghouls, and crystal simulacra. Now this is minions mod. This is a very cool thing when you can create your own golems. A real golem is not just Atronach's summoned Deadra, but actual golems. So an iron ingot, a corundum ingot, and a dwarven metal ingot. The greater grand or black soul gem yields a bronze golem heart. Using ores instead of ingots will summon an unbound golem, which cannot be controlled. Huh. I wonder if I qualify to make a bronze golem. Is there a note about what skills are required to make this golem stronger? They guard strategic locations and acting as bodyguards. The toughest golem summoned by a skilled smith and a mercenary trained in the use of heavy armor. So that is not me. Ghouls. Person skills in the art of alchemy and destruction magic summon more powerful ghouls. Now that is something interesting. I'm not really convinced I want a ghoul. That is more for a necromancer. And crystal simulacra. My experience of precious stones have yielded a new soul vessel, a small crystal shaped like a flower. The creature released by this blossom is humanoid in appearance, but after extensive testing I came to the conclusion that it is either a new species of Atronach or more likely new artificial construct. The creature's body is composed of some crystalline mineral shaped to look like a man in armor. Is the product of skilled mage work. Crystal simulacra possesses both a strong resistance to magic, interesting, and a considerable skill in its use. They are able to shield and heal themselves, summon golems, and damage foes through a number of offensive spells. However, they are extremely weak in close combat and will swiftly be defeated if trapped or cornered. To obtain the crystal blossom, offer the forge a soul gem, black, greater or grand, a red mountain flower, and a precious stone, amethyst, sapphires, or diamonds. The precious stones must have a perfect cut, otherwise the forge will summon a hostile simulacrum. I think... well, I will take this book. So I understand I need a flawless amethyst, sapphire, or diamond, which I probably don't have. Ruby... yeah, just ruby. And flawless garnet. That is not of interest to these simulacra. So maybe I'll have to leave it for later. But you said that to make the crystalline thingy first, what was it called? Simulacrum. Crystal simulacra processes both strong. Yeah. Crystal blossom. Yeah. Black, greater or grand soul gem, a red mountain flower. Yeah. And a precious stone that has to be cut perfectly. I'm not sure if I want to confront a hostile simulacrum now. Let me just try this. You said greater black. I just sold my black soul gem. Greater. I hope this one with Common Soul will count. So Greater Soul Gem. Precious Stone... Amethyst? Was Amethyst on the list? I don't remember. Amethyst? And the Red Molten Flower, which I almost certainly have. Just 2 of them? That's weird. And let's brace ourselves. Nah. Wrong stone. Wrong stone, or the soul gem must be empty. Amethyst, garnet won't work, most likely. Yeah, yeah. Alright. What about trying this first? I will have to come back here later. But let's try Frost Salts and Sapphire. I have an Amethyst there. And I have a Ruby. So Fire Salts and Ruby. Yeah. Let's try it. Let's see if we can catch its soul, because even for only that reason it would be interesting to use this from time to time. So Fire Salts I should have somewhere, maybe? No? Did I? Yeah. Fire Salts and the Ruby. Do. Yeah. Right, let's be slightly smarter about it, if we can. And it works. Right. Well, that was easy. That's an easy source of souls, actually. Great. So, I need to come back here with many precious stones and read these notes of the nephew of the original researcher very carefully and try and make one of these golems. That can be very interesting. Yes. Maybe I will just summon a hostile version of one of them at some point, destroy it, and get a soul vessel this way. Yes. Now. Alright, we have to move on. This is all very captivating and interesting, but we have to move on. Pity there's no more Atronach Forge recipes. I mean it both as Dumarin as Belisaurus. I would very much like to see a mod which adds like a crap ton, metric ton of new Atronach Forge recipes for dozens of things. And Spelltome Manifest Servitor? Manifest Servitor, whatever the... Servitor will grow in strength and ability over time. Servitor Experiment Log. What's a Servitor? Entry 1. The basic principles of the common familiar spell allow an aspect of the caster's soul to be temporarily isolated from the whole and manifested as a magica construct. Typically, this uses the base primal area of the soul that governs animal instincts. But I believe I can refine the spell in order to create much more complicated familiars. Entry 2. I have managed to create a simple variance of the familiar spell that isolates a portion of the caster's soul that governs learning and memory, henceforth called a servitor. Theoretically, this will allow the servitor to grow and learn, becoming more useful and powerful over time with repeated uses. The servitor is definitely improving, though I now feel slightly uncomfortable when it is not manifested. It is as though the piece of soul that is being used for the servitors is growing too large to fit back where it belongs. this does raise exciting possibilities. Exciting, I wouldn't call it that. It raises some terrifying and dark and grim possibilities. For the limits of how far the servitor can develop, however. The servitor has been attempting to communicate verbally and demonstrates basic problem-solving capabilities. It seems to understand the act of speaking, but not the language itself. I now believe I can create a fully sapient, semi-autonomous mind with further work. It is distinctly unpleasant whenever the servitor is not manifested now. It feels like I imagine a large intestinal parasite might, but spiritually. Oh my god, this does not sound very good. The servitor has become both powerful and extremely intelligent, even witty, but now domineering and envious. I do not know whether it is due to a mistake, the accelerated development timeline, or a fundamental flaw in the process, but the personality is deeply flawed. This presents an unfortunate dilemma, as the servitor is dangerous and unpredictable, while manifested by I can hear it screaming in my mind when not. I'm going to attempt to manifest the servitor and partially soul trap myself to terminate this experiment. My poor foolish father was too weak to defeat me. I shall put his body and soul to good use. This sounds like a spell that should not be cast, that should not be used, and should probably be forgotten by future generations. Quite good that it has been stored here and not anywhere upstairs. And that was dark and grim. I do not want to test that spell. I do want to learn the calm and the frenzy that I finally bought. I don't have frenzy. It was too expensive. I mean courage. I of course mean courage and calm. And the candlelight. Sealed resolve. No, I'm not learning this. Nah, The sealed resolve. However, as I said, I will copy. Oh, a Draugr. Hello. Long time no see, a Draugr. Go away, please. Ancient arrow for my friend Hjoromir. Pretty standard prayer. Forgot to autocast my 2 spells from that. No problem at all. I don't actually know if I want to be here already. I should have checked upstairs first. Where the Draugr came from. Why would we keep Draugr in our basement? Mages? Seems unreasonable. Alright, there is nothing here. That seems completely unreasonable. I do need so much stuff now to do all my experiments here and upstairs and everywhere. I will, after this episode, I will have to craft myself a lot of workbenches. Yes. Alright. Why no detection spells, game? Why no? And I remember reading on multiple occasions by great many people who maybe have a distinctly different playstyle than myself, or maybe just are not particularly aware of how far a little bit of caution can take you in Skyrim. I've read them saying that this is futile and silly to have detection spells, and are completely useless because you can always hear people. That's not exactly right. You can't always hear them at the same distance that you can detect them with detection spells, and you not always can discern how many of them are there. Now I assume there's more than one skeleton behind the next corner. But who knows? My alchemy has risen. Not enough for a level up. That's a pity. Right, let's do it in the way that is most amusing to me. Right, a lot of flying bones. Well, that was only one skeleton. And a bloody one too. A bloody skeleton with an ancient sword, simple iron shield, nothing scary. I would love to have some muffle spell though. Can you not have plenty of spell tomes? Isn't that a secret kind of shrine to Mani Marco? Not touching this one. I'm not going to even think and ask who the hell left a shrine of Mani Marco in our grounds. Now, whoever that was should be expelled. I wonder if this works. Does it work? Not on this little pile, no. On the bigger piles of firewood it does work. Not this time. Oh, it does work. Great. Right, great. Just give me... Well, the second phase, yes, yes. I'm sorry for that, but I really know that I'm going to need a lot of firewood sooner or later. So that's what you do if you need firewood. You dismantle a firewood pile. And what the hell is this? This place truly does have a lot of dark secrets. I am, however, breaking the roleplay for a second, not using the cutting room floor. So I'm not quite certain if this place will be of any use to us. Iron war axe, very prettily retextured by realistic armor. Investigator's key. The missing students were found in the Midden this morning, dead as expected. None of us bothered keeping a detect life charm. Oh my god. The bodies were found together, each suffering the same deformities. Peeled and bubbling skin on the arms and face. Conjurer's burn, as it's commonly referred to around the college. There is little doubt they were attempting to summon attempting a summoning ritual well beyond their capabilities. The relic nearby put any doubt into this theory to rest. I admit that I've never seen one like it. A large, segmented sculpture of a gauntlet, the Daedric sigil. Yeah, that sigil. Emblazoned again? What the hell emblazoned? What is emblazoned? Emblazoned? Upon the palm? Attempts to move. I must show blah blah blah. While we couldn't move the relic, I was able to pry 4 rings from it. I'm sure there is a connection between them and the ritual the students were attempting. I store these in the Arcanium until we can consult with a conjuration master to learn more. So there's just a huge hub of dirty, dark secrets. I love it. I mean, I don't. I'm slightly terrified. I don't know what to think. I originally intended to be a very good, very not dark mage, or rather bright mage. A bright-hearted and minded mage. And who knows what the future will bring. So far it brings us dead goats. Nothing too scary. Right, right. Okay then. Like that. Right, we have a problem. We may have a problem over there. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bigger problem over behind that corner. I might want to take a soul of this bigger problem. Right. Right. Alright. Not that big of a problem, actually. That is A-okay. That is A-okay. Let me pray. Ooh, a loot. And my alteration has increased. That is lovely. I can't wait for alter self perk. I can't wait for that. What now? Summon Dark Tutor. Shrine of Hermeus Mora. Right, yeah, this really, this... I am not even going to ask. I don't think I am going to speak about this trip to the basement to great many people. I don't think I am going to talk about it with Hjoromir in particular. I don't think he needs to know about what the hell my friends are doing and nobody is watching. I may have a use for a pitchfork later. Shrine to Hermeus Mora. No. No. So many temptations to become even more powerful mage. Nah. To Skyrim? I do not believe... You see, I can get lost even in a cup of coffee. Yeah, I need to go up there. I need to find my way up there. I do not need to leave for Skyrim, for the outside world yet. I still am not quite certain. Not quite certain. Where am I supposed to go to reach that upper level? Here, perhaps? This is just going down.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Yeah, oh. You are not exactly what I expected. So, are you the Ogre of Dunlane?
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek. What you seek.
I was told I seek you, first and foremost.
Indeed. And so you have come looking,
I did.
though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late.
The Talmor, you say? Do you mean Ancano?
The one who calls himself Uncano.
I thought so.
Information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
And what would that be?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus.
Oh yes,
You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware.
true.
To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff.
Fine by me. And
Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center. So you must act with haste.
oh no, no.
Take this knowledge to your archmage.
I can't act with haste. I have too many books to write. And spell tomes. And spell research to do. I'm like... I certainly need to tell Archmage anyway. Yeah, let's bring the speed up. And let's go to tell him. This is, of course... all a little bit much for me. I am going to do a lot of research. The events may require haste, but I don't feel ready for all the inevitable catastrophes that I am sure will happen. The Augur is probably very wise. Whatever it is, he or she or it. But I must do it in my own ways. Otherwise it's all in vain. Therefore I will not hurry beyond necessity. Now, it's of course a crappy weather, as you would expect in Winterhold. And the Archmage is here by the Eye of Magnus, which I am suddenly much more afraid of than before. Sir?
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sigic Order.
Yes.
Here after all these
Yes, I
years,
know.
and then
I noticed. I know.
he just leaves.
Yes.
I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
And what did he want, you think?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Oh, completely bonkers, I would say. I would have no idea what they want from me. I'm just a student. But I do have an important information for you. I might have wandered into a place I was not supposed to wander in. I'm sorry. Anyway, it is not for naught. It brought an important information.
Really? And what might that be?
Yeah, we need to find the Staff of Magnus. That's basically it.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It is connected to the eye, the thing, the orb that you were just looking at, sir.
And how do you know of this?
Well, as I said, I wandered in places I should not wander in, and I spoke to the Augur of Dunlin.
Did you really?
Yes.
And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus?
That's correct.
I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
Yeah, and you mean me, probably, right?
I certainly
I
do.
thought so. sir.
Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic.
It's just...
Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything?
Gladly, sir. I will.
I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Thank you, sir. Absolutely, thank you. I'm sorry, I did not want to sound like I'm not... like I wasn't enthused by the perspective. It's just that I have so many ideas and research of my own to do, sir. 60. Well, that's last but one version of Mage's Circuit. I think the most powerful is 70. That's a-okay. That is a-okay. I can live without being 10 points short of the optimal, the best. That's a-okay. Oh, look at me. I look quite regal now. In a circlet. You do not interrupt me when I ponder my achievements. Alright. I need some sleep. I do also, oh god, there's so many things to do. Oh my Lord Magnus. There's so many things to do. Sorry, Eleanor.
Yes?
Nothing.
I wonder if the librarian at Cyrodiil leaves all the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, she has a good life. She just goes to the library, and she walks there, and she can do things that I think I'm going to do those things now, copying my books. Yes, but for now, it is time for a break. That was a very eventful episode, and there's so much new stuff for me to explore and to check out. I will be so... I just wish I had more. I could compact time somehow and play 4 hours of Skyrim in an hour. That would be just marvelous and wonderful. But I can't. So I need a break, and we will see each other in the next episode, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and bye bye.